Okay. Greeting! Hello, everyone.
Oh,
Hello.
God. Greeting! Single
Greeting!
greeting.
Greetings!
Get one greeting now, and you'll get a greeting later, too.
What is this? Half on delivery?
No, single on delivery, plural on with time.
So,
Anywho,
we'll get a greetings when it's time for goodbyes.
sure, why not? Whatever. It'll be aloha. Burn knows that. It means hello and goodbye. So we're good. All right.
Yeah, and
Anywho.
mahalo means thank you.
Well, if you could just shut up, I'd be very mahalad.
Muhammad Ali?
Why
What?
was I so
Mahogany.
All right. Anyways, I'm just joking. All right. So after that weird.
Hi,
greeting,
everyone.
Hi. So when we last left off, it was getting kind of late, so we didn't start off this encounter. But pretty much, the player characters were just typically near the outside of Dr. Fincher's home/workplace, the cyberdock, when they heard the very faint sounds of a child crying up to the northwest of their location, so around here-ish or so, and they agreed to go investigate. So I think we're going to just go ahead and roll with that, if that works for you guys.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
So, as I mentioned before, the roads were pretty filled with people, constant travelers, and now there's only just a smattering of individuals. And the crying is so faint that no one else seems to be responding to it. But are you all just investigating together as a group?
I think so.
Yeah, we're going to take a flying V formation.
All right. Oh, all right.
Yeah, we'll just go investigate as a group.
Okay. Okay. And so it takes a few moments to follow the noise, but sure enough, it is definitely in the more residential area of Parents Post. Now, the cluster of homes that I have there in the top left corner there, that is an exact representation. There's a lot more than just 8 houses in Parents Post. It's more of a cluster of small homes. And I was very fortunate. I was able to find this map online. You will have to disregard some of the symbols, like the D's and S's. That is not mine. That was already there. But this will certainly work for the encounter. It gives us some sort of visual representation of what I'm describing. And these homes are very much like that. Single homes, some of them clumped up together, wooden shingled roofs, and the actual walls themselves are much like most of the fort, are made of wood as well. I've taken the liberties of just bringing out your tokens here as well, and considering we're not in any sort of time-sensitive moment, you can feel free to move yourselves along as much as you like. Sorry.
I was going to say, I just want to point out real quickly, Frog said something amazing. He said, I like how saving a cat got this group 60 million credits.
Oh, shit!
Yeah.
That's right!
It's true.
Oh, yeah.
If they hadn't
That was
have
the
saved
hook.
that
Yeah.
cat.
It's
That
all
was the hook.
thanks to me.
Well, you were...
I think you complicated a few things.
Yeah.
Hey,
I like to
but
think you were there, but...
Hey!
No, just kidding.
I'm
No,
not
you were-
your hero, but that doesn't
Kitty.
mean that I
Kitty.
wasn't brave.
Okay, Tegan.
Kitty, go down the rope. Kitty, go down the rope.
All right. Anyways, with that observation aside, that cunning observation. Sure enough, you follow down one of the roads here. This isn't quite a back alleyway, but this is just kind of almost more of a side road. It is very clean and kept. There are a few, containers and whatnot outside, but the roads are relatively clear. Down this road, too, you don't really see anyone, but you do hear the sounds of crying. Closer now, you can identify that it's probably female and probably young by just the tone of it, right? And sure enough, the sound is coming from around the corner. So, assuming either you guys can, I'll leave it up to you guys. You can either approach from kind of the north here, and so she would be just, the sound would be around this corner, or you can approach from the south and would be just around, like this corner here, right? Either way, this is the sound. I mean, this is the location. I went ahead and put the NPC there, but that's the where the sound is originating. So, do you guys want to approach from the north, from the south? Does it really matter?
Let's go from this direction because our tokens are there and you won't have to move them again.
Works for me. Okay. So, like I said, feel free to approach however you like.
Thinking of you, big
so-
guy.
Oh, thanks, medium bud. Anyway, so so I'll leave it into your hands how you want to approach the situation. Once again, right now you hear, you don't know what she looks like or anything like that, but I'll leave it to you as to how you want to proceed.
I guess we just kind of walk
Yeah,
up here.
I guess I don't really see.
I want to go this
Curious.
way.
Okay, I just wanted okay. The reason why I asked was main reason, which is who's going to be the first person that sees her and who's going to be the first person that approaches her. Right now, we'll just say you guys are looking at her, and sure enough, it's a small frame. She's only probably about maybe 3.5 feet tall. She has long dark hair, and looks like that she kind of tripped and fell. She is wearing I guess you could say almost like brown cargo pants and a gray T-shirt. But one of the cargo pants is rolled up, and clearly there's like a skin or a scuff on her left shin. Like she's taken a really bad fall, and it's kind of, what do they call it? Not like a rug burn, but a skid.
Asphalt burn or something.
Asphalt burn. Yeah, thank you very much.
Uh,
Like an asphalt burn, and she's kind of just laying there, and she's holding on to it, and she's sobbing quietly.
I think the second Al immediately sees that he's injured, he would rush over to her and start trying to, gently let her know he's there and see if he can sit her up and take a look at her leg and kind of try to console her.
Okay, all right. That's what Al does.
Right
What do the
here.
rest of you guys do?
I don't want to clump up around her. I'm just gonna stay here until.
Okay. Yeah, you're about. Let's see here. Yeah, like 30
Out of
feet.
curiosity, is this a child or just a small person?
Now that
Do
you're
they
close-
look like a child, sound like a child? Would I think that it is a child?
Yes, I'm assuming. Well, you know what? What she looks like is the picture there. So I think that's pretty childlike. She is, young features for sure, and petite, and she's acting like a child. Her eyes don't glow red. She doesn't speak in tongues. She.
That's demon.
Are you okay?
Okay, I gotta just let you go.
You sound
Inferno,
thirsty.
I almost had a spit take there. They're actually like, all right, I'll just be on my way then.
Yeah, no, it's like almost like they just reversed the tape. Like Al just starts reversing.
She's like,
I guess he would, like I said, Al would be like, like try and get her into a sitting position so he can take a look at the knee and say, "Are you okay?"
She sniffs a little bit. She's like, I'm sorry. I fell really bad. Let's see here. So everyone's at their location right now?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
And you hear the sound of footsteps. And soon enough, let's see here. The young girl is receptive to you trying to help and your questions and everything like that. But it is clear that as I move here, that something is up.
Oh.
Huh.
Huh.
Huh is right. Let me just get to the right
Hudson
view.
is killing me. No.
Hey, I think I zoomed out too far. I see people. Oh no!
Whoa. Whoa.
I didn't zoom
Supposed to
out too
see-
far.
Just let me get this all set up. As you hear footsteps coming in from both the north and south of individuals. Now, all these individuals are dressed, their clothes are clean, but they look well worn, like as if they've been traveling for quite some time. All mostly just shirts, tunics, and pants. Some of them have, let's see here. A few of them are brandishing empty holsters.
Oh my god, how many?
There's 7 in all.
That is a lot of eyes.
Jeez.
Two women, 3 men, and a dog boy, and a male, which is clearly like a DB. He looks like maybe like a half orc or something strange that way. He looks a little bit more bestial to be a person. And they soon approach, and they are jostling to kind of block off the alley, so to speak. So, for example, this fellow right, these 2 individuals kind of move to the mouth of this alley here, while this guy kind of faces Patrick and crosses his arms, while these individuals kind of just they're making their approach in this direction. And this gentleman right here clears his throat and he says, "Okay, Jocelyn, that should be enough. We got him where we want him. You, and the kid that's hiding around the corner." The fellow's pointing to Patrick, Mila, and Tom. "You guys can get out of here if you value your lives. We just want that guy. Or more specifically, we want what he's got. But I don't think he's going to give it to us without a fight. So, if you're smart, you'll fuck off."
Wait, who is supposed to stay?
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
I'm kind of going to kind of ignore them and focus on the child / person in my arms and just very plainly ask her, "Are you with them?"
Roll a D100, please. Al.
All right.
And now I get out your character sheets.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got an 89.
Oh, dear. Oh, just a second. My computer froze a little bit. So give me a moment.
I guess I'll just have to re-roll then. I don't wanna...
Nope. No. You got an 89. That's still happening. No, I just loaded up like 6 PDFs all at once. My computer's like, "God damn it, we can't do this. Adobe is not the most efficient system here, and I can't do all of it." We'll just say while you're doing that too, and while Mila is asking, wait, who do you want you to leave? The dog boy, one of the women, the main, sorry, not the main fellow. Here, actually, I'll point it out. Okay. Dog boy, this woman, this man, and the DB all pull out either knives or switchblades, while this fellow reveals a pistol. And their response to you is, "You got to the count of 5, pretty much." As for you, Al, the young girl, the young woman, kind of just looks at you. Her eyes are still shimmering with tears, and she just kind of gives a bit of a shrug. And unfortunately, that roll that you did there, Squee, was a detect ambush. And she was palming a small silvery blade in her hand. And she is going to strike you with it. So that is going to count as a sneak attack. And we're going to start initiative.
All right.
So we'll bring up the wonderful initiative chart that Byrne has made.
Oh, I've also decided, this is a
Yes.
good time to point out, I've also decided not to actually show the initiative chart on what the streamers and viewers can see, because it's cluttered enough as it is. It's really important that we know the initiatives. So I'm not, in case anyone in the stream is wondering, I'm not going to show you the chart, not because we have anything to hide, but because it's really kind of more of a background thing that we as the players and GM need to know more than the viewers do. And I don't want to clutter this up more than it is. But I will need a link to that, which you just
I've
did.
linked it.
Yeah,
Which you
also,
just did. You on the ball, people. You.
Beautiful person. Oh.
Well, okay, I could do it this way then. Actually, I don't. I can just switch back and forth between it, and that way you guys can see it whenever I see it. That works too. Geniuses!
Genius.
Genius.
All right, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thugman 1 with Mohawk. Thugman 2, the one with the tattoos. Let's see here. Thug Woman, brunette. Thug Woman 2 is the one with markings on face. Okay. All right. There is now a.
I have
lady.
one question that's kind of important to how it may guide my actions. Does this look like, how to put this, a ragtag group, or does this look like equipped professional in the sense of their appearance?
I'll tell you what they look like,
Mhm.
which is I described it, but they have clean clothes. They look well groomed.
Got it.
They are obviously organized. That's it. They all right. So what happens is this is our first sneak attack, so to speak. So I want everyone to roll initiative, but we're going to just do it one at a time, all right?
Mhm.
Now the thug girl, she only has 2 attacks, but she gets to act on 30 and 15 for the first round only because she has to jump on you, right now?
Right.
After this, anyone who gets a sneak attack, they don't stay at initiative 30 or they'll always go first no matter what anyone else does. Their initiative automatically then defaults to the highest attainable one, which is 20. So then her initiative in round 2 will go to 20 and 10. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
there's still a big incentive to sneak attack people. But in my original rules, it implied that they just stay at initiative level 30. And that way, I mean, that's just too powerful. You know what I mean? Like, you'll be able to
Right.
get almost all your attacks off before anyone else can react, which isn't quite what you want.
Hmm.
So, all right. So let's start with Tom. Give us an initiative roll.
Okay, so I go at 3, 2, and 1.
Oh dear. Remember, you can spend your oh, okay, yeah, tease. Oh, okay, you're doing it. All right.
Yeah.
And 0. Okay. So, all right, Mila,
Hey, oh, yeah.
give us a roll.
20.
And do you have a bonus to initiative?
Oh,
Yeah, you have +2 bonus.
yay!
So what'd you get? Oh, 4?
Don't
Don't you have 4 attacks? So you go, wow. This
This
really is. These guys really did catch you flat-footed.
Yeah.
It isn't just me being be like suddenly people, which is interesting. I'm glad you guys went along with it. I was expecting a little bit more attention. Be like, well, they did kind of just come around the corner, so that's fine. All right, Al,
That's fine.
give us a roll.
All right.
Yeah, the guy who can summon fire from nowhere is not too
All
panicked.
right.
I can tell.
15.
All right,
No,
and you have 4 attacks.
4 attacks.
I'm just kind of panicked because I can't.
So it looks like it's 3.75. So we'll round up. So we'll go down in multiples of 4. So
Right.
that means it will be 15,
11.
11, 8, right? No, wait. Yeah, 8, and then
4.
5.
5. Okay.
No, 4, you're right. I'm stupid. Wait, if I said multiples of 4, it's not 8, it's 7. Inferno,
Yeah.
you suck.
And
Whatever.
Then 7 and then 3, I think.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
First time using this, it's okay, it is 3. Yeah, that's fine. This is still so much faster than me having to do low counters. All right, Patrick.
Okay. Woo! It's the day of twos.
Oh my god.
Wow.
How many attacks do you have? 3?
Yeah, I have
They
3.
did
So you
catch
get to
us
go
all.
at 3, 2, 1. TT.
We were all
That
sucked into our
XP is-
charm.
Yeah, you really were. That's actually, the dice are just like, yes, Inferno. I'm validating you. All right.
You have been validated.
I have been validated. Okay, let's do it for all these other people too. All
You
right.
Sons of bitches.
This is a pretty involved. Okay. There is really slow.
Apparently.
Everyone is just
Wow.
not on the ball.
Jeez, yeah. All right. So
I would
that-
love it. I would love it if the thug girl was the only person that went before
God.
Al.
This sucks.
Oh man, this is great.
Keep it up. Aww.
Broke the streak.
Combo breaker.
Yep.
18 and
Oh, it's the
9.
dog boy. No, it's the woman. The other woman.
The dog boy has 3 attacks.
There's 2 women.
And goes at
3
mine.
counting the fake girl.
Fake
not
girl.
fake.
She's not a
Whoa,
real
whoa.
girl. She's a
Oh.
fake girl.
Well, it's clearly she's probably not actually.
Dear
8
God,
years
I'm
old. I
getting
guess
sneak
she
attacked
could
by
be.
Pinocchio.
Oh, that's not good.
Ooh.
This DB,
Oh.
and he has 3 attacks as well. He's a pretty good brawler, so that would make it. Calculator. 20 divided by 3, so multiples of 7. So 20, 13, and 13 minus 7, which is 8. No, 6. Why can't I math? All right, Thug 2.
Story of my life.
Ooh, well, good news. He only has 2 attacks. 19 and we'll say 10.
Yeah.
And then, there we go. Now we're
Yeah.
back to
Back
where we
to the
were.
good part.
Okay, actually, I should just keep this in another window, but...
3 and down's gonna be a clusterfuck.
Yeah, it is. Okay,
Yay,
what's your thing?
cluster poop!
What's your thing?
What's
there
your
we go.
thing?
Oh gosh, what is that thing called? It's the thing that allows a person to actually attack first, even though they're going at the same
PP.
time.
Physical
Oh,
prowess.
Yeah, you're gonna have a
Prowess.
doozy at 3.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
like,
I
round
might-
3 and
I might
below-
just fake things. I might just fake it a little bit rather than looking up all their physical prowess.
Round 3 and below reminds me of like the last scene of Reservoir Dogs. It's just.
Oh my god, everyone's just pointing at each other. What the fuck I got?
Put it down! How you put it down?
Alright, anyway. Okay. Anywho. So, sure enough, the small silver blade comes out. She whips it around, and she tries to cut. This is very interesting. She is trying to cut above, just underneath your right shoulder. It's a very, very specific strike. So it's going to be a called shot. It's going to be a -2 because it's your limb. So let's see if she hits. She needs a 5 or higher. So -2, so it be that. It gets an 11. So what are you going to do? Your reaction.
Auto parry it.
Auto parry it? All right, give us a parry roll and try to get above 11, please.
Alright, so that's a d20 plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Okay. And now what do you parry it with?
Is it possible to... I probably should have asked this beforehand. I want to parry it with my hand and, like, grab the wrist as I parry if possible.
Hmm.
I
This is
don't...
what you can do.
Mhm.
You can swipe it away,
Mhm.
but grabbing the wrist is actually a grapple roll.
Okay.
Which you would have to... Now, you can do that as a defensive action, but that's a special thing, so unless you have a bonus to, like, say, grapple or hold, you wouldn't get your parry bonus.
Then-
you know
then
what I
let's
mean?
just- yeah,
Parry
let's-
is just pushing it aside. Since you use your parry roll, you have to.
I'll just... Yeah, exactly. I should have asked before it happened. So we'll just parry. I push it aside.
All right, you push it aside, and that is that. Now, let's see here. I'm going to have you just roll me just a straight d20 without bonuses there, Al.
Okay.
Okay, you succeeded. I wanted you to get either a 10 or higher. When you push it away,
Mm-hmm.
you notice something very disturbing. What she's trying to stab at you with is a scalpel, and you are familiar with scalpels, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
This scalpel, you think, has a field around it similar to the field of a vibroblade,
Interesting.
which means if it touches your flesh, it will cut through it like butter.
Got it.
So, that's her turn.
She ain't
The
messing
next
around.
initiative order. Now, I should make this quite clear. The other armaments, I'll make it quite clear right now. This guy has a pistol. It looks like just like a 38 special. This guy has a knife. It looks like just a hunting knife. She has a switchblade. This guy has a large buck knife. And this fellow has like a small stabbing, like a chivy type of knife in his hand. All right? All of these weapons aren't vibroblades or anything like that. Okay? It's clear that anyways. And then as for the individuals who don't have knives, this fellow is brandishing just a piece of driftwood he clearly picked up. And this woman is using, by the looks of it, her fists. She doesn't have a weapon. Okay? So just so you know what everyone's armed with as well. All right? So next on the initiative order is the DB Thug. And what he is going to do is... Let's see here. The DB Thug, he's going to come around here. And he's going to try to... he's going to try to stab at Tom, frankly. So, let's just give it a roll. Plus 4. He just gets enough just to hit.
But-
What is your defensive action there, Tom? If you choose to take one. Tom?
I'm
Okay,
thinking. I'm thinking.
All right. No, that's fine. It's just you were really silent, so I didn't know if you were still there.
Can I ask
Yeah.
a question as a point of reference? Isn't that a critical miss?
Oh, yeah, I rolled a natural 1.
Yeah.
I was too busy looking at the 5. Yeah, he moves over to where you are, and this is what we'll say. He moves on over, and clearly the dog boy and him had the same idea, because they're both trying to approach Tom. And he actually bumps into the dog boy and gives a curse and actually is unable. He stumbles for a few seconds and is unable to get to Tom. Thank you very much for catching that, because
Okay.
I'm on like multiple PC mode, right? So I'm
Right.
just like rolling, looking at the result, not the actual number that's rolled. So thank you very much. So, all right. So for now, the thug here with the mohawk, it's his turn. I'm loving this fucking. I'm just saying this right now. Right now, Burn. I'm fucking loving the chart there. So he's going to move.
Thank you.
He has a decent movement. He is 5, 10. He's going to move here. He's going to close the difference, and he's actually going to try to grapple. He's clearly trying to hold you and pin you down. Ow. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to have him roll to hit. Okay, I get a 10. Now, you can't parry that. Obviously, you can't just... He's coming at you with his full force.
Right.
So your only defensive action is twofold. One, twofold mostly. You can dodge.
Mm-hmm.
2, you can do a simultaneous attack, and if you hit him, it might be enough to stun him and prevent him from continue on, right? Like if someone comes at you and you punch him in the face,
Mm-hmm.
he's going to be more react with a punch in the face. Now, once again, I really encourage creativity. So if you can think of a third way or another idea that you can do in a period of about 3 to 5 seconds, feel free to say it.